Reserve time.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the GesT Dota 2 Grand Finals between mith.trust and the Chainstack. We're here in game number 2. I'm joined by Winter, and this is Chainstack losing game number 1. How much of the game did you catch? And I don't know, what do you think of game 1?
I only watched like the first after I knew the anti-match was gonna win, then I
Yeah.
tuned on to the other game.
Radiant team.
It suddenly became not quite as high interest with the anti. It was actually mith.trust who managed to grab it up first,
It,
something that it's normally Chainstack using.
yeah, they went through a very major transformation, Mitras. They are a lot stronger now. After
Okay.
switching TNK to the position 3.
He was playing the solo mid last game, though.
Yeah, he plays the lone druid as well. He's
Yep.
playing basically he's been everywhere.
Yep, yeah. No, they seem to have like a much more versatile team with really strong. We'll see Mag getting picked up again. TNK had some good RPs last game. He had some airball RPs as well. But we'll see how he does this game. If it is even going to be him on that
10
Magnus.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, sometimes it's Abba playing it.
Yeah. Well, Chainstack this time around. Last time they made the mistake of not picking up Anti-Mage early on in the first stage. mith.trust second picked it. This time around, Chainstack say, let's first pick Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage with the Shadow Demon, so they get one of sort of the strongest supports in the game. They get the Anti-Mage as well, and this is kind of like their bread and butter draft almost.
Yeah, it's very difficult to deal with the anti-mage, but anti-mage is still manageable,
10
just that
seconds
it's
remaining.
difficult. You need to use certain ways to lock him down. You need to
5
get a lot of
seconds
hacks.
remaining.
Well, mith.trust did pick up the line last game, although they were the ones with Anti-Mage,
Reserve
but
time.
they're not afraid to go for something like a line as a support. Something we may
Lion
see
is
again.
good for the Weaver last game because they had
Yeah.
a Weaver.
Yeah. But with the Anti-Mage, you almost know for sure Anti-Mage is going to go safe lane. So if you want to pick up something like a Lion or a Shadow Shaman, one of those greedy supports, you can do it. They're going to go Rubik Leshrac, so both supports with a lockdown. Two supports they can look to sort of make an aggressive lane with, but they're going to grab their supports right off the bat. So they're going to wait till the second stage to get their carry hero.
Queen of
Yeah,
pain.
basically
Radiant
it's
team
Shadow
ban.
Demon on one side, Rubik on the other side most of the time.
Yeah. Well, Queen of Pain picked up by Chainsack. So there's your solo mid hero for
Dire
Johnny.
team ban.
And, well, what do you think about mith.trust not picking up their carry hero early on? Do you think it's really an issue? Because I imagine Chainstack now ban on most of the carries at least.
Radiant team.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to have
Dire
like
team
not your
ban.
two supports in the first 3 picks so that you can still go for a jungling pick or anything like that.
Radiant
But
team
I think for
ban.
mid-trust they rarely ever go jungling pickup, so it's for them to just snatch up the better supporters is their important
Dire
factor because
team
now
ban.
since they got it on the third pick now and Chainstack didn't want to go for another support, so there's not much good secondary support for Chainstack right now unless they're going for jungling support.
Yeah, I guess, well, with Lena banned out, there really is not a whole lot to team with that Shadow Demon. They do Jakiro every now and then, especially when they like to play
Yeah.
defensive. They'll,
But
I mean,
Jakiro is it's not
yeah.
very good.
No, I agree. It's a lot more, especially with the once he had the nerf to the Ice Path, where at level 1 it doesn't do as much damage. It just doesn't feel like that strong of a support anymore. But it's something where if you're up against an offensive tri-lane, it could be what you need to sort of buy your anti-mate some more time,
10
have that extra
seconds
AoE
remaining.
lockdown, as we will see what they want to get here. But I think Chainstag have run the
5
Jakiro
seconds
once or twice, so
remaining.
maybe what they want to go for. They also need an offlane, and that's what we see mith.trust ban both Darkseer as well as Clockwork. So
Clockwork.
Reserve time.
Yeah.
I think the Clockwork ban really smart in this situation.
Yeah, Clockwork is very effective against Rubik and Lashrock. Not to mention he could screw up the
Temple
Magnus, getting
assassin.
a good ultimate off. Oh, I think I know what they're gonna do. This game, Abba is gonna play the Magnus and TA will be played by TNK. It's gonna be an off-lane Temple Assassin. They're gonna throw the TA to solo the anti-mage.
Okay. Are
I've seen
they?
them done this before. I don't know if they're gonna do it this game, but it's highly likely.
Do you think the anti-mage is most likely a solo then?
Hmm, might not be.
Yeah,
It
because
depends on the situation. They could still switch around with their
10
lanes, so
seconds
but there's
remaining.
always an option for them to do that.
I think if normally with
5
Chainsack, if they're
seconds
expecting
remaining.
a favorable matchup for anti-mates, then they excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. Then they send them solo, but they'll see these heroes and think, there's probably nothing that's going to be all that favorable for Anti-Mage. They may just look to run the supports with him.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you have a Jakiro and you want to go, you can't really go aggressive with Shadow Demon with
Yeah.
Jakiro. It's very difficult.
I think it's more likely we see, especially if they pick the Jakiro, I think it's almost guaranteed that they'll just send the supports with the Anti-Mage.
But I don't think Chain Stack have ever used like Chen to go aggressive with the Shadow Demon early on. Or Sand King.
Okay,
Radiant
well,
team.
as good synergy with the Shadow Demon, but I think it's another support which, once again, you can't really go offensive with because of how weak he is at level 1.
You can still do it, but it's not as effective as Lina on left shot.
Oh, Ligel's Alchemist. He played this in
Oh
the
god.
semi-finals and had like 1200 GPM or something insane.
And the game he played with us, he had 1120 GPM.
Wow, it's... Oh man, this guy...
But I'm gonna tell you something, Yesterday I was watching the DK game against Zenith.
Yeah.
Burning had 13 minutes Battle Fury and Midas. But yesterday when the game Lakels was playing was Alchemist Max
10
Grievous
seconds
Grid,
remaining.
he also had Midas and Battle Fury at 13 minutes. So guess what
5
Burning's
seconds
last hit is?
remaining.
Man, so big difference. He doesn't have the Grievous Grid, but he's
Yeah.
able to farm as fast as the
Reserve time.
It's probably like
Alchemist.
20, 25 more or
I
something.
don't know how many last hits he
Yeah.
missed first 30 minutes, man. I think it's maybe close to like none.
Burning just is absolute perfection when it comes to last hitting. But Lakel's with his Alchemist, when you have he goes for the Max Goblin's Greed, he'll make the most of that farm, and I think this is something where Chain Stack are probably thinking to themselves, do they look to go offensive trialing with Shadow Demon Sand King +1?
It's very difficult
Yeah.
because Lashrock is a better support than the Sand King at lower levels. They can do it, but if they lose the tri lane, then it's gonna be tough for them in the mid lane.
And if Anti-Mage has a tough time against someone like a Templar Assassin, it's risky
Yeah.
sending Templar Assassin off lane, but if it is, that could really pay off for mith.trust.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Magnus Needle and TA
10
top.
seconds
It could be the other way
remaining.
around. Magnus doesn't do that bad against Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage can
5
farm very well
seconds remaining.
against Magnus.
Yeah. Well,
I speak for the tree.
Nature's Prophet last pick. So there's your offlaner
Radiant
for risk, I guess.
team
And
pick.
He's not the offlaner. He's gonna be in the jungle.
yeah, I think it's just going to be abandoning that offlane. And at this point, it doesn't look like an offensive trialing. You can't really put the Nature's Prophet in it. So we'll see the two supports sitting with the Anti-Mage at bottom. And I guess as a result, you can't really send TA offlane, can you? Or do you send the TA mid and the mag to the
I think
offlane?
it's gonna be
Dire
TNK. Yeah,
structures
TNK will be
are
offlane with his Magnus, and because Arba is the mid lane player, so TA is gonna be mid lane.
Yep.
I wonder
Well,
what will the Magnus do though. Gods, if he's going to go for the jungling
I think
level 1
I think he almost has to. I don't think you can get any level 1 skewer with the nerf. You can't really get XP against Shadow Demon Sand King. He'll probably have to just cut down the trees using skewer and then look to do the mid pull maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's very difficult to get the mid pull off. Yeah,
It's possible, especially with not. I guess
depends
with
on
the
what
trees.
creeps
Yeah,
spawn. Yeah, it depends on what
you
creeps
need
spawn.
the poison ones. If you get those poison ones, anything is possible.
I think it's still alright if he does the mid pull or goes to the jungling. It
Yeah.
somewhat counteracts because Chain Stack is also assuming they abandon their offlane to go to the jungle as well.
Yeah, and even without using the mid pull, Mag is still an okay slow jungler. He's gone for an early stout shield, lots of regen.
Oh.
He's going
He's
to
going
head
to the
top
lane.
maybe. He may head there to start. As soon as he sees it's a trialing, maybe he backs off. But because these items are still good for jungling, I guess. Although you're not going to be having that fast bottle up, but
I think he's gonna try to go to the lane and
Okay.
try to draw some attention from the supports.
well, we do have TNK playing the Mag over on the mith.trust team. For those of you guys just tuning in, mith.trust currently lead this best of 5, 1-0. As you can see by the top bar, they've got 1 pip. mith.trust, of course, from Thailand. We've got Arba playing the Templar Assassin at mid. Then we've got Lakels on his Alchemist at bottom. SD playing the Rubik, sorry. And then R5, R5 on the Leshrac.
You're getting confused.
Yeah. Last game he was playing Shadow Demon. It was easy. Nothing could throw me off.
30 seconds.
I like
left.
Lakels' Alchemist gear. That shield on his back looks really sweet.
Yeah, then for Chain Stack, they are a mixture of an Australian, Singaporean, and Malaysian team. Chains is from Singapore, he's playing the Anti-Mage. They have a stand-in MLG also from Singapore playing the Sun King. Then we have Minerva from Indonesia playing the Shadow Demon. We have Johnny from Malaysia playing the Queen of Pain solo mid, and Reese from Australia playing the off lane. Oh, he's actually going to the lane.
Well, he'll try to
He
do
has
some
four
pulls.
clarities that pulled in clarities. He's
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
be using a lot of summons to disrupt the creep wave.
Yeah, I've disconnected somehow. I don't know why I'm disconnecting. Something is...
Okay, so they started with Arun, double damage. Sand King took the double damage at top. And everything is gonna be like, no, both the offlaners going to lane trying to make something happen. It's quite common nowadays because the trend has been changing because a lot of supporters they are getting smoked early and they're going to roam and gang the mid lane. It's difficult for the mid lane hero if your offlaner is not in the offlane and jungling. Then the supports can do whatever they want. But if your offlaner goes to the offlane and the supports have to be there early to deal with the offlaner, so it's far less pressure for your mid hero to play.
Yeah, well, both teams do have the Observer Ward in lane for their off lane, so it does make it slightly easier to stop them getting any XP. Mag, well, level 1 skewer not really enough to get away from the supports. And we are seeing Treants once again trying to cause some problems here. Actually, more than anything, just blocking off this pull. And so far, Risk hasn't been successful in getting any XP towards himself.
Yeah, they deal with the first wave, which he has four strength there really well, and I think he's going to go try one more time. Then if it doesn't work, I guess he'll be going to the jungle.
Yeah, and right now, well, he's going to summon another Treants Pop of Clarity, send them off, and problem is Rubik sees them get summoned, sees them come into the wave, and he's giving extra golden XP. Sure, it's only a small amount. Rubik gets 13 gold
Every
from them, but
small amount
yeah,
will pile up to a big amount.
if he gets boots a minute earlier, that's a big deal. This time he splits them. He sent one up, one down. I don't know. It's like a little game he's playing almost. The other one there as well. He's going to loop it round.
Yeah, if you do the Prophet from the offlane, you need to get the first time one right.
Yeah.
The one where you have four trends. That is your biggest chance to get the creep wave pulled. If you fail the first wave, it's basically difficult later on.
And Lestrak is playing the Eternal Envy role. He's stacking the small camp for the Alchemist later on. They almost actually got the mag at top lane, it looks like. TNK does pop us out. They were looking hard and heavily for him. A lot of HP being used by this dire side to do this, but
Yeah, and the mag is gonna get some XP from this.
yeah. He's got enough HP to stay on by his tower. It looks like Stout Shield is there as well. And Skewer back off cooldown, although one mana break will end that. But he's going to get himself up to level 2 now.
Yeah, it's almost the same, both the offlaners, but oh no, he's actually getting more than the Prophet. I thought Prophet had one wave of creeps before.
No
He's
problem.
still trying. He's still trying. God.
He's got half a level, but it's very, very minor right now. And it almost feels like he definitely would have achieved a lot more straight up in the jungle. I guess he's wasted some of the support's time, but it just doesn't seem to be justifying itself. He's blocking the stacking, I guess. That's what he's doing with his streams. He's blocking the stacking. Because he knows these supports want to stack for the Alchemist. That's what he's doing with his treants. But he hasn't... I guess he's succeeded in preventing them from stacking these camps on the right, but the small camp has been stacked once. I don't think you can really stack this small camp more than once anymore, since it's been changed.
I think if you get the speed aura, you can stack
Yeah.
to 3 camps. That's the only way. It's really difficult for the new patch.
Alright, well, we see Lakel's. He's got a lot of farm already. He's going for the Max Greevil's greed. And he'll be looking to, I imagine, just go for a super, super greedy build.
He's gonna go for the Midas first, then if the game goes like this, it's gonna be a better trade-off for the Alchemist because of the greed. And usually, anti-mages don't go Midas, but I think Chains has to go Midas here to keep up.
Well, it's definitely a consideration. Right now, they're both just trading free farm for free farm. Maybe we may even have to see Chain sack.
Oh no, he's going to go and get a ring. He's not gonna go to Midas.
Well, I think if Chain stack, their support starts stacking as well, so that he can get this fast Battle Fury and just kill off the stacks. Maybe he can keep up, but we're not really seeing a lot of stacking going on from Shadow Demon or Sank.
I think he still won't be able to keep up because Squirrel's greed at level 4 is just too much. You have to find a trade-off because if he goes for the Midas and Battle Fury build, he's extremely vulnerable. He's more easy to kill than the anti-mage. So you have to abuse the fact that he's weak at the stage of the game.
The one thing going the way of the Chain Stack right now is that they've got slightly high levels on their support. They're both level 3, so maybe look towards a smoke gank fairly soon.
And the off lane as well. Mag
Yeah.
has gotten a lot more out of the off lane.
Okay.
Reese is already going back to the jungle. He's
Yeah.
giving up.
Well, I think he's realized that there's not a whole lot he can do at bottom. And Mag is, like you say, he's slightly
Yeah,
higher
because once you fail the first time, the one with the 4 trends, it's going to be very difficult to get anything off after that.
level. Wow.
He's so far behind right now, gods.
Yeah, he really is, and he spent so much time at that bottom lane just
And
not
here comes the
achieving much
smoke
at all.
gang.
I wish I could show it. Unfortunately, I've disconnected again for some reason. You're not having any issues hearing me on Skype yet? Like, there's no Skype lag or anything? I have no-
Gods, are you there?
Yeah. You can hear me?
A bit choppy just now.
Okay.
Oh no, the Shadow Demon, they were trying to wrap around the smoke gang on the top lane, surround the Mag behind the tower, but the Shadow Demon showed his face and the Mag saw him, so that's a failed smoke gang.
Yeah, I don't...
Are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm back
Yeah.
in now. I missed the smoke gang. I don't... My Dota 2... Like, my stream isn't... I don't think I'm dropping frames. Hopefully I'm not dropping frames. Let me check.
Your voice it's very choppy for me. Can't
Okay.
really hear you clearly.
Okay, I'll try and fix that, but unfortunately right now I'd have to maybe take the stream down. Ooh! They stacked the disruption with the Sand stun, and as a result, Mag actually doesn't get stunned up, and he used the skewer to go in, so if he gets disrupted and then stunned up,
Dire's middle
he
tower
could be in a
is
really
under
bad
attack.
position, especially if he's like... There's a high chance that the disruption illusions could block him against the wall there, so that was very risky of the Mag.
Yeah, it was very, very risky play, but he just wanted to deny it because it was a very good rune. It was a haste rune. If the supports got a haste, the other lanes would be in amount of pressure because haste just enables the support, especially the Sand King, to get around and get the stun off.
It was just a regen rune. Wasn't it just a regen rune?
Oh, I thought it was a haste. Wait,
No, it was a
never mind.
regen rune. Sand King still
My bad.
picked it up. It was just a regen rune, but it was... I'm not sure if they were trying to leave it for... I think they were maybe trying to leave it for Queen of Pain? Yeah, Queen of Pain had an empty bottle, which is now being bottle crowed. So I think the supports were just trying to protect it for the Queen of Pain, and Mag forced him to pick it up. So now we see Johnny, well, he's going bottle crow. He's sitting on full HP, full mana, so I don't think that's a big loss for him not getting that rune. He's not going to be too
Oh
fast.
no, I think you're disconnecting on me again. I
Oh, no.
can't hear you. Oh no. I hear you like sometimes, then after that I don't hear you again. Should I recall the Skype or? I think I'll call you.
Okay, sure. Alright, hopefully that's better.
Yeah, it is
Dire's
better now.
bottom tower is
Okay,
under
let me
attack.
just make sure everything's still good on XSplit. Alright, looking good. Hopefully no more
You
issues.
can go when
but-
you're ready.
Well,
Dire's
Lakel's,
bottom
he's
tower
got his
is
Midas, he's got his
under
treads and chains. We're not seeing the Midas build. He's got Ring of Health. He's actually could afford a Midas now, but he's already got the Ring of Health. So if you
Oh
go
no,
Midas...
it's the same thing. You think should I use the turn the mute board
Thought you had
co-broadcaster off thing in the Dota 2 TV?
I don't think... Oh, no, I don't think that will help.
Cause you're very choppy. Sometimes I hear you, sometimes I don't.
I don't think that will help at all. I mean, if you're... Oh, you can hear me
Dire's
twice
bottom
then.
tower is
You'll hear me in
under
Dota
attack.
TV also. If you want to hear me in Dota TV, like with an echo, you can. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll just I'll just try to understand what you're saying.
Alright.
Mid lane. Queen of Pain, I think it should be dead now. He's
Dire's
used his
bottom
blink.
tower is under attack.
He's got a bottle charge
no.
here, which may keep him alive. And he's going to buy time for that next blink. 2 seconds.
He's
1.
dead.
No.
Yeah.
First
That's the...
blood.
You really need to hit, like,
Yeah.
Queen of Pain. Until you're level 8, the level 1 blink has such a long
It was a
cooldown.
very big kill as well, guys, because
Dire's
the Queen of Pain was not
bottom
only
tower is
losing on
under
last hits in the
attack.
ring quite badly to the TA.
Dire's
Oh
bottom
no,
tower
I don't hear
is
you
under
now.
No, I just wasn't saying anything. Don't worry.
Oh, you were? Okay. I thought you were saying something.
No, I was being quiet and pensive about the current situation. Anti-mage free farm for Alchemist free farm, like you
Hold
mentioned.
on, I think I'll try something. I don't know if
Okay.
it helps. I'll try some of the settings.
I can
give me
hear and
one
understand
sec.
you fine, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. At least you're coming through on the stream fine.
Oh no.
God's trying to say something.
Yeah, hopefully it's better now. I'm watching Lakel's farm stack up.
Okay,
stack.
this is better. I mute my sound in Skype and I turn on the I turn the mute call broadcaster off.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, I don't often have this stat up, but Lakel's GPM right now is 650. Anti-Mage is sitting on 370. He's almost double the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, because of the grid and the mind dust as well.
Yeah.
If this goes like this so passively for the next 10 minutes, it's gonna be even more.
Yeah, they're just stacking. Risk does block the pulls here. He had treants at bottom lane, so he blocks both those two camps from summoning. It's a small thing, and it'll help a little, but it's not going to be a solution to this Alchemist, because he's still farming ridiculously fast. He's just picked himself up a Shadow Blade, so he can almost just straight up... He can just kill Risk now. Shadow Blade in, level 2 stun. That's enough
Yeah,
to kill
he
off
can
Risk.
solo kill him.
Yeah.
And there's one thing as well I've seen No Time did with Admiral Bulldog. He was on the Prophet. I don't know if you catch the game. He used all the 5 trends to stack 5 neutral creeps.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. It was something special. I'm sure there was some shared control going on or something.
Yeah, look at Riz, he's gonna do it again.
Well, he's going to block
This
off
one is
5
not
camp.
stacking, it's preventing the stack. It's the total opposite.
Oh, he needs to be careful not to stack it. No, he's just going to block it.
Top lane
Anti-Mage,
chain is
gank.
going down.
Yeah. Mag drops an RP. Rubik and Leshrac rotate. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Risk gets jumped on. Lakels goes in with the Shadow Blade. TP out just in time. He needed one more right click and it wasn't there. Risk, I think, was ready. He saw the Shadow Blade. He got pre-warned because Lakels was in lane using his Midas last thing. So Risk knew the Shadow Blade was there. So I think he was sort of calculated his HP. So he knew he could get out of there. And Lakels wasted a bit of
For
time.
one reason, because the stun was level 2 on gods.
Yeah.
Usually, I think when Fnatic do this, they don't max the Grievous Grid on the Alchemist. They get the stun max out first.
Oh, but when you're stacking, they had like a 2 triple stacks on the right here, and you have to have the
Yeah.
max. You have to have the max greed for that.
They
He's-
prioritize more on the solo killing
Yeah.
potential of the build.
Yeah. He's looking for gold now, but he just can't find it, which is frustrating. Those camps getting blocked. He probably thinks they're warded almost, but it's just treants. He's gonna
I
stack
think they
this big
saw the
camp.
trains come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they saw the trains inside.
They should have. At least it feels like they
It's
should.
gonna go so fast.
That's going to slow down his GPM. His GPM's actually dropped a bit, but Anti-Mage, it looks like his has as well. He's almost
because
goes
of-
Battle Fury, but he's going for a Neko Battle Fury, but that death is really hurting him.
Yeah.
When you go for naked Battle Fury without boots and treads, like, you can't afford to die before you get it. At no point can you die.
But because he went this build, he's very weak. And he did. Oh, they're gonna try and kill the mag?
Oh, again, they're going in. TNK, skewer away, another stack up, TP coming in. Both, no, support from the Leshrac as well as TA. TA with a Blink Dagger now. He's going to be looking to turn this
He's
around.
gonna go
Chain.
for the tanking. Oh.
No, Blink out.
Well,
Same.
very important click there. He disabled the dagger from the TA. If not, I think the
Yeah.
TA would have blinked in to kill the Sanking.
Sanking, yeah, Sandstorm on cooldown, so would have been a kill. Johnny going to come top lane now. He TP's in. I don't think anyone saw the TP yet. But right now, Leshrac as well as Mag both playing very safe. I think SD, the Rubik at mid lane, is probably saying, well, this Queen of Pain is somewhere and it's not top. Illusion's actually, I think they scout out. Yep, they scout Queen of Pain. So they know Queen of Pain is
is
top.
coming in.
Nothing to
Oh,
stun.
it's gonna get stunned.
The Illusions? No,
he's
his
gonna
own,
get stunned, I
his
think.
teammates. Teammates Illusions, of course. You're not going to be able to do that. Well, Alchemist rotating top, so there just wasn't enough farm at bottom, it looks like. And I think he
Yeah,
also
he
feels that he can
helped-
take the anti-mage head on.
Yeah, he wanted to help his team as well, and you really want to use if you're going for the Shadow Blade build, you want to make something, create some opportunities for your team to get a kill or two. It's a very useful item.
Yep, and he's going to be top lane now. He's a bit low on mana here. He's actually TPing back bottom. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna go back to farm, and I don't really like how Chains is killing his anti-mage. If you're going for the naked Battle Fury build, usually the burning skill build is the best. Stats help you farm a lot faster than
Yeah.
more points of mana break.
Absolutely, and I think as a result, he's a lot squishier. He doesn't have the extra stats, and even once he has that fast, he has Battle Fury Quelling Blade, but his jungling is going to be a lot slower. He doesn't have the same durability, the same even just attack speed, so it's a lot harder to use this build for this fast Battle Fury. And the rest of the chain stack team, they are going to look for pickoffs. They smoke directly into the Rubik as well as Leshrac. mith.trust, I think they're going to be quite happy only to lose one hero there. If they lose both supports, it's a good pickup for chain stack bottom lane. Risk gets away from Alchemist.
Oh no, I think they're gonna go on him.
Ooh,
Do they have
Ooh.
any?
He's in
no, they
ulti
have a
form, but
dust.
not for much longer. Dust doesn't actually hit, but he's going to come out. No chase. They almost could have got him there.
I think if his stun was level 4, he could probably got caught off there.
Dire's middle tower is
Well,
under attack.
That's why you don't level up stun as Alchemist.
Why is he using stun again when he's farming neutrals?
I am misclick, I guess.
Okay, must be a mistake. I don't think the stun
I think he
cannot.
meant to ulti. His ulti was off cooldown. I think that's what he meant to use.
Yeah, wrong hotkey.
Mid lane.
Oh no.
Queen of Pain.
Oh no, he
Blinks
blinking
in.
just like that.
What? Into a telekinesis and electrics, and Max are going to be looking for an RP. He's not going to find one. But
I think
Sand
they got Sand King might be dead.
dead. No Sandstorm. Easy blink meld.
Violator.
Queen of crazy.
Yep, that was very crazy.
And Lakel's still farming away at bottom lane. This guy's next Midas up in just a second. He hasn't been involved in any kills here, so I think Chains have dealt. I mean, as far as not letting Alchemist get kills and snowball out of control, they've prevented that. But
Middle tower is under
at this point, he can just be that carry Alchemist, anyways. Even without the kills, he's still a very high impact hero. And he's going to get his next item up, and then he's going to start getting the kills. And
Yeah, it doesn't mean he wastes the goal on the Shadow Blade. The Shadow Blade will force the
Yeah.
supports to get true sides and stuff like that. And it gives you attack speed to farm faster, so it's not entirely bad even if he fails to get any kills after the Shadow Blade.
he's going Battle Fury too, so it's more farm item.
Does he have it already?
Yeah.
Yes.
In 100
Yeah.
gold. And he'll have it after this neutrals here. So he's got his
It's
Battle
just
Fury now.
that
It's a good
farm-oriented
cost-effective damage item, and I guess it helps you farm a bit faster.
a lot faster, guys.
Yeah.
Because because of the regen as well, he can spam his acid a lot more. If without any mana regen, he can't really spam the acid all the time.
Well, there's your Battle Fury.
Oh my god, he's so rich.
Yeah, he's looking very rich. Mag's getting at everything at this bottom lane. He's invis. Well, his invis actually wears off. He got spotted as the invis wore off. But Johnny as well as Minerva at the bottom lane, both rotating, and right now, mith.trust know exactly what is going on there. And Alchemist, well, he backs off into his own neutrals, takes up some easy farm, and nothing's really slowing him down. Anti-mage.
But the thing is, if with the lineup they have, so much minus armor, anti-mage cannot join the fights.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to win the fight for the team unless something like the teammate picks out a hero before the engage starts. If the fight goes normally 5 versus 5, he can't really blink in any time in the fight. He'll just get killed.
Yeah, and at this point it feels like Anti-Mage, he can split push, not a whole lot else. It's going to be entirely about split pushing, and there's heroes who can maybe catch him out with that split push. I guess no one to go for a side device, obviously, but it's still a very dangerous game for an Anti-Mage when he's this squishy. He's even struggling to kill off these neutral camps here. He's sort of like kiting the neutrals around here in his own jungle. Taking
Yeah,
so
it's-
much damage.
Two major ways to deal with the anti-mage. Either you kill him with the minus armor, because that's one of his weakness. The spell shield doesn't help him with that, or you get a lot of disable in the form of a hex. But when you look at mid-trust heroes, like you're actually right, you're very right about there's actually not even one of the hero that's very suitable to get the hex, since the Lashrock is the support hero. Unless the Chaos decides to go for the hex, he's the rich one. He already has a Reaver, right? It was like 2 minutes ago he got his Battle Fury, then he has a Reaver now.
They still have heroes who they can chain disable him with. Like Alchemist can initiate with a stun, Shadow Blade. You've got Telekinesis, which is a great setup, and you can follow up with a Leshrac stun.
Yeah, they still have a lot of stuns.
Blink RP. They've still got plenty of stuns. They just
They're gonna catch someone
easy
here.
side of the vice. Yeah. Risk. Risk's definitely dead. Are they gonna catch more on top? Sanking is gonna stun his way in. Can he actually try and fight this? Mag RP on 2. Queen of Pain gets caught as well. Queen of Pain gonna get skewered, brought down, and 3 dead. Let's make it 4. Minerva. 1 meld attack is all that's needed. Double damage Templar Assassin. That is a lot of painful damage. And top lane. Alchemist is going in with a stun. Blink
Oh my
out.
god,
Just in time.
so unlucky. He was so unlucky.
Yeah, he knew the gank was coming because they just killed off 3-4, so he knew the heroes were coming, but he went into that a lot faster than you normally would. He's going to TP up bottom.
I think he could have gotten the solo kill of the AM there.
Yeah. The AM is so squishy.
Dire's middle tower.
He has nothing that gives him HP pool right now.
Yeah.
So I don't really like the skill build he has. No stats.
Oh, he's going for an anti-mage kill bottom, I think. He's going to hide. Anti-mage is going to the neutrals here. If
If
Lakel's
he
predicts his
catches
movement,
here,
he can
yeah,
predict
if he
this.
predicts the movement.
Is he going for it? He's
Yeah, I
going
think
for
he
it.
is.
Radiant's
Yep.
bottom tower is
He's an
under
anti-mage player as well. He knows what's going on in his mind.
Yeah.
Look at how easy that Empower plus his Shadow Blade hit.
Anti-mage, once you're bottom, it wouldn't make sense to back off back to your own fountain. Unless you're predicting Alchemist to do that, which would take some insane map awareness, but that's tough for Chains.
He's poor and he
Yeah.
would be thinking of farming even more faster.
Yes. If he wasn't
So he
poor,
wasn't really
then maybe not.
thinking about the Alchemist.
Yeah. So Alchemist with a Reaver now as well, so he's not going pure damage. This is
He needs to be able to tank the spell down. And you know God, when he tried to kill the AM, like he didn't even use his acid. And even if he has a strength threat, he's still gonna die in that combination.
yeah. And that was not even the full stun as well. That was like maybe half a duration of
It
the
was
stun.
full, it was full. He let it go
Okay.
at 3.
Okay.
3.0.
Never mind. Okay, so it's
Oh,
full stun.
TA is gonna kill the Sand King. Oh,
Oh.
almost
maybe not.
died.
Use the BKB for that. Sand King comes out now. TA. Blink up in 1 second. Not going to go chase though. Arba's played this game well. I mean, you haven't seen a whole lot of him. He's been involved in 7 of his 9 kills, but he's done his job. He won his lane and yeah.
Yeah, he needed to win the lane so that the Queen of Pain is not able to control the game for chain stack. Because they have a Prophet on the off lane. Prophet is not going to help the team in any way early if he goes to the lane and not starts with the jungling to provide the early mecha. So it's really a lot of heavy focus on the Queen of Pain to do something for his team. But since he lost his lane very badly. So he has so much catching up to do.
Yeah, and with Queen of Pain of catching up, nature, all 3 core heroes on Chainsack have catching up to do. That is just the definition of a disaster.
How you catch up? You can never catch up against Grievous Bleed and Midas. And none of their
Yeah.
heroes have Midas. Not even the Prophet. The Prophet went for a mecha straight.
And Mag, has
He's gonna
he got his
die.
blink? Yeah,
He's
Mag
gonna
has
die.
blink.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. It took a few more hits than I thought, but I guess that's from the buckler, giving him some plus armor.
Yeah, he has more armor than
Mag.
anti-mage.
He's actually finished off his mech, but Mag has his blink dagger, and this is offlane Mag, so 22 minutes, pretty solid for your blink dagger as a Mag at this point in the game. And right now, mith.trust, they've got none of the heroes need catching up. TA has all the items she needs. Mag has his blink, and Alchemist ball. He's just gonna keep on farming. GG.
Oh, they're giving up already. They
I
can't.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's if you look at this Queen of Pain, you've got 0-3 Queen of Pain with just treads and Oblivion stuff, and Alchemist with 850 gold per minute. It looks like it's GG to me.
I have to think of something to deal with this Alchemist. This Alchemist is getting
Yeah.
more ugly than.
With all the
as a
stacking
team
they
mob.
do, if you don't send a tri-lane against it, like how do you beat it? Like
Radiant victory.
You have to pressure him down because if not, he's just gonna go so greedy. But the thing is, what mith.trust did was they only picked him up when they have a good supporting duo in the Rubik and Lashak. They made sure they have strong supports first before they go for the Alchemist. That's also one of the crucial factors why they are very successful with that.
yeah, because it's always a possibility that just because the other team pick an anti-mage doesn't mean they're going to be tri-laning the anti-mage. They could well go for an offensive tri-lane, but
Yeah.
I feel if Chainstack had something other than the Nature's Prophet and go for a Shadow Demon, Sand King +1 bottom. And the other problem was there was nothing to combo with the Shadow Demon. Lina was banned out, Leshrac was taken, so mith.trust had the better supports even if there was a tri-lane versus tri-lane.
Unless they went for the champ pickup, there was the only way they could come up with a good supporting roaming duo that
Yep.
could be challenging the tri-lane. But I know Chainstack doesn't play something like that.
Well, unfortunately for the Chainstack supporters, they go down 2-0 here in the Grand Finals. We'll have Game 3 coming up soon though, so thanks for joining me, Winter. Hopefully you're joining me for Game 3, yeah? Of course
Yeah,
you
I
are.
can.
Okay, good. Well, guys, we'll be back soon with Game number 3. I need to rest my voice because I'm still a bit sick, but Game 3 will be coming up soon for your Grand Finals. Stay tuned.
You're working too hard.